Closing arguments wrapped up today in the murder trial of a man charged for killing the son of a prominent anti-gun violence activist.
The Commonwealth is asking the jury to find Jalen Garces guilty for the 2023 murder of 33-year-old Ali Muhammad, while Garces' attorney says there's no physical evidence linking his client to the crime. Emily Harrison is at the courthouse tonight. Emily, we still don't have a verdict, but we heard there was some sort of incident in the courthouse.
That is going to be the case. This trial is run through emotions, and emotions were certainly high for many people as they exited the courtroom today just after closing arguments. When those doors closed, we're told that there was some sort of tussle that occurred from both sides, from both the victim side and the suspect side, and that's when deputies raced into the hallway to go ahead and split that up. The judge calling everyone right back into the courtroom to say that it's not going to be tolerated and that she kicked the majority of the people out of the courtroom. The only people allowed to stay in were the attorneys, the parents of the victims and the suspects, and the media. There's no word on how this is going to translate into tomorrow, as we don't have a verdict at this point in time. Again, we had only heard closing arguments and a little bit of testimony before this occurred, but even before this incident, there was some instances of scoffing or laughing during testimony and during those closing arguments, as again, this is a trial that has some really heightened emotion surrounding it, as prosecutors say that Jalen Garces took out a gun, pressed it to Ali Muhammad's chest and shot him in June 2023, all because of a dispute involving a parking spot. Attorneys called the move, quote, an unreasonable action, but that it resulted in a methodical investigation by Norfolk police. The Commonwealth says they then started that investigation by first identifying the car the gunman arrived in and quickly traced it to its alleged occupant, which is Jalen Garces. Then they pulled his phone records, which they say place him at the scene of the crime, and eyewitness testimony and surveillance corroborated it. Prosecutors say they did not select this suspect as the primary person on a whim, but because that is what the evidence led them to. But Garcia's attorneys, they disagree with this, saying that all the Commonwealth has done is prove that his client was at the scene of the crime, but could not prove murder. The defense pointed to the fact that there is no physical evidence like blood, fingerprints, or a murder weapon to tie him to this scene. And prosecutors are vehemently denying that they are, again, selecting the suspect on a whim, really holding true to the fact that they say that they did this because of the evidence that is in front of them, although they admit it is all circumstantial. And during, again, the end of that closing argument, prosecutors had the last word. I sat right next to the victim's father in court, Bilal Muhammad, and he was praying for justice as they ended it. Again, no word yet on how this is going to play out for tomorrow, as everyone was told to leave that courtroom except for the parents. But this is going to be something that we're going to be very much paying close attention to tomorrow, as it is set to pick up again at 9:30 in the morning as we wait for a verdict. Live in Norfolk, I'm Emily Harrison, 13 News Now.